friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be reading for 24 hours. But not only are we reading for 24 hours, but we are going to be reading the most viral books for 24 hours. My thoughts, my goals, and everything for this video: I would like to read for 24 hours straight. I don't necessarily know if I will be reading for 24 hours straight. I am going to do my best, but if I go to sleep, like, don't kill me, because I went to sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning last night. Mind you, it is 11:24 right now, but either way, I might need a little nappy nap. So, just putting that out there. I have some books here. This is my thought process. This is where my head is at. So right now, a book that is very viral and a lot of people are talking about is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I've been hearing a lot of mixed emotions and feelings on this book, and I'd like to read it so I can give my input and where I stand on this book. So I would like to read this. This might be the first video we read. This might be the first book that we read for this video. Then I also have Juniper Hill by Devney Perry. I read Indigo Ridge a couple months back and I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but I did have a good time. And I've heard that this one, people like this one more, I think. And so why not? Let's give it a shot. Also, the writing is really big, so that's another reason. Also, I can read this on my Kindle, and I'm probably gonna want to do that at some point. I also have The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This was also a very viral book, and a lot of people loved this trilogy, I want to say it is, and I want to see what it's all about. I read The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I had a really, really good time. I very much enjoyed that book. I'm not a big mystery thriller girly, but I picked that book up and I was like, wait, maybe I could be. So, or maybe I'll end up picking up Killer Instinct, which is the second book in the Natural series. Who's to say? We also have Unsteady by Peyton Curran, and this is a hockey romance. I've been seeing it a lot on TikTok, so I picked it up, and I love a hockey romance, so this is definitely an option. And then, I just got in the mail. Oh no! Oh! It came so messed up. That's why, like, Amazon, why would you put my books in this? That just made me so angry. It's all messed up. Like, I don't care if a book gets messed up if it gets messed up by me, because then I have nobody else to blame but myself. But this, that's a tragedy. Anyway, I did purchase The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I don't think I'm going to read this in this video. I think I'm going to film a different video that this will be included in, but I did just get this and I'm very excited to read this book. But the other book is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bodum Young. Everybody was talking about this book on TikTok and I wanted to read it so bad, and it wasn't on Kindle Unlimited, so I had to just get it. So this is a high contender for this video as well. Those are some of the options that I have laid out for myself, but also there's Kindle Unlimited, so if I see something on there that I want to read, maybe I'll pick something up on there. Who knows? Who's to say? So, also, I don't know if I'm gonna get into like a fantasy vibe. If I get into a fantasy vibe, I do have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. I would like to read One Dark Window, or I've been seeing a lot about Quicksilver, but I don't know if I want to read like a very long book in this video. But maybe. It's out there. Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I have so many books that are rattling around in my head, so we'll see what I actually pick up. But before I can even start reading, start a timer, start anything, I need to go get a coffee because I'm basically useless without one. So, we're going to go do that. We're going to get a coffee, we're going to come back, we're going to start the timer, and then we're going to read for 24 hours. Wish me luck. I feel like I haven't had Wawa in so long, and this is everything. This beauty right here. Alrighty friends, I am back from my excursion on getting coffee and a sandwich. So, we are going to be starting Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Actually, let's get our timer ready on the iPad. Alright, start. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alrighty, so we are now like 3 hours in, and I am 125 pages into Deep End. And so far, so good. I don't really have any complaints. So pretty much, this book follows Scarlett, who is a diver, and Lucas, who is a competitive swimmer. So pretty much, Scarlett is trying to help Penelope, the captain of the swim team. I don't know how to explain this, actually. I don't know. It's very odd. It's a very odd setup for a book. I've never read anything quite like the setup to this, what I assume will be a relationship. But pretty much, the captain of her swim team is breaking up with her boyfriend, who is the captain of the swim team. And the captain, Penelope, starts having a conversation with Scarlett about sexual preferences and how hers differ from her boyfriend's, and pretty much they end up breaking up, and the girl kind of is like, hey, I think actually you should sleep with my ex-boyfriend because you guys have the same preferences, which kind of odd, kind of weird, but like, hey, to each their own. And so now these two as in Scarlett and Lucas, are trying to get over the awkwardness of that whole entire interaction, but at the same time are kind of like, should we do it? You can see Scarlett is very like unsure. She's like, I don't know if this is like a good idea or not. But now they keep getting thrown into these situations with each other, so they are also now working on a study together, because they are both pre-med, they are both on the same trajectory in school. And so they're now working together on this project, so I'm assuming that's going to be a more prevalent part of the book, because they're going to have to spend time together. And it's going to kind of continue to push them together, besides Penelope, the ex-girlfriend. Because she's somehow just like, yeah, you guys should get together. It'll be a grand old time. Still so odd to me. But, I don't know. So far, so good. I don't have any complaints. I'm not obsessed, but I don't dislike it. So, I guess I'll just keep reading, and we'll see. I'm so sorry. Please do not tell me this man just called her troll as like a cutesy nickname. Troll? Are you kidding? Please don't let that be real. Alright friends, so I'm like 50% of the way through deep end. What are we at? I want to say we're at like 7 hours roughly. Oh gosh, this is not good. Honestly, I'm so indifferent about this book. Like, I'm just reading it. I have no feelings really towards either of the main characters. Neither of them are relatable to me personally. So I feel like maybe that's why I'm not like really invested in anything that's going on. I don't know. I feel very indifferent. I don't know. I'm just like reading it at this point just to finish it, not even because like just because, sorry, I was looking at the fan art or the art on the back. I kind of don't really care about what's going on. I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading though. Maybe at some point I'll enjoy it. I'm not feeling the, like, not that I'm not feeling the romance, but the romance is not giving what I want at all. Like, it's just kind of, I feel like their physical relationship is on the forefront, but you can tell that they have some sort of emotional connection. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep reading. I'll probably come back when I'm finished because I don't know if I'm gonna have much to say. But if I do, I'll let you know. Okay? Alrighty, y'all. I am back, and I have officially finished Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. That book took me like 12 hours to read. I feel like these videos are so humbling because they make me realize how slowly I actually read. In my head, like, I'm gonna read like 4 books in 24 hours, which clearly is not the case. I mean, it also could have been because this book just, I don't know, I was just reading it to read it. I didn't really have like a wildly fun time reading this book. I just kind of read it because I wanted to see what everybody was talking about, and I think I agree with the side of I don't think I enjoyed this book that much. I didn't not enjoy it. I just didn't relate to any of the characters. They had a good relationship, and I could see where people like their relationship. A couple times, like, I was like, oh, that's cute, like, whatever. But, like, nothing was, like, super hard hitting. Towards the end, the, like, third act breakup and, like, the third act conflict, give me a break. Like, it was so, like, frustrating. I literally got so frustrated. But other than that, also the fact that one of the things that he calls her is troll really really set me off. Like, please don't. I don't like that. But like, I don't know. Anyway, we're done with this and we're gonna move on to our next book. And I think it's going to be Out on a Limb by Hannah Bodum Young, because I've heard amazing things about this book, so I want to do it. Also, hopefully it won't take me another 12 hours to read another book. But anyway, we're gonna start this, and I will be back with some sort of update at some point. We have 9 hours and 48 minutes left on the clock. I am 81 pages into Out on a Limb, so like 20% of the way through. And is this not focused? Oh, hold on, friends. There we go. And I'm actually having a really good time with this book. Like, I started this one and was instantly giddy and had a smile on my face. So that is very nice, opposed to Deep End, where I just had no feelings. Okay, so this book follows Win and Bo, and they end up meeting each other one night at their friend's Halloween party and end up hooking up, and on this one night stand she ends up getting pregnant. And so now she has just told him what has happened, and they're starting to figure out what they're gonna do about this situation. I think I will fall in love with these characters at some point, and I'm very excited. And that's it. That's all I have to say. But I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll be back with an update. But I'm definitely having a good time. So I'm back again. We have 5 hours and 38 minutes left. I'm 14 pages into Out on a Limb, and I'm actually almost on the verge of tears because, oh my god, anytime somebody's like, you made me feel seen or like understood and things of that nature, I will always get like flustered and like just ugh. They're pretty much explaining like their first interaction with each other, like their first hookup, and how they made each other feel and how it's one of their best experiences that they've had. And she says to him, when you kissed, oh, also I didn't mention this before, but both of them are disabled. So she has a disability with her hand. It wasn't fully developed, and he had his leg amputated. And so that adds to this whole thing. But he says, you made me feel really wanted. And then she says, when you kissed my hand, that's how it felt. No one had ever done that before. It was the first time anyone had ever paid attention to that part of me during sex. Not one of my hookups or my ex included all of me in their lust. I felt wholly desired by you, Bo, not just the best bits. And that almost made me cry. And then he says, you deserve to have that in every experience. Thank you for giving me that when no one else had given it to you. Oh my god, my heart, like, ugh, that's so touching, and my heart is hurting, and that was so cute. I love their dynamic, They have great banter. They're very witty. And also, this is like the thing, like in my head, I'm like, oh, I don't like nerdy guys. I don't like geeky guys. But then I'm like, babe, yes, you do. He is such a nerd. And it's so endearing and cute. And then I think about other nerds that I'm in love with, like Seth from the OC. Even Connor Cobalt is a little nerdy. Lauren Hale is kind of nerdy. Who else? Styles from Teen Wolf. Like, that's my type. And he's definitely fitting that, you know? Which makes me really giddy. So yeah, I'm liking this. Also, just, I don't know, their relationship, their connection, their chemistry, the tension that is going on between the two of them. Oh, it's so good. Also, seeing them, like, they're not co-parenting yet because, like, they don't have a kid yet, but seeing them now is very much a reflection on how they're going to co-parent, and together these two are going to make amazing parents. And this is one of those things where it's like, not that they picked each other, but like when you're finding somebody, you're not only just picking someone for yourself, you're picking somebody for your future kids. They both are expressing to each other like how happy that they are that they're going to be their child's other parent. And that's just it's so heartfelt and so like, it's so endearing. I love it. And yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm having a really good time. We have, what did I say, 5 hours? 5 hours and 32 minutes. I am like halfway through this, so hopefully I can finish this in the next couple hours. I feel like I'm reading real slow. Also, I feel like I forgot how hard it is to read for 24 hours. It's quite difficult, if we're being so honest. But I'm gonna continue, and then I'll check back in. No, because my heart is gonna explode. She says, I'm tired of being scared. I long to be loved by a man like Beau. I long to love him the way he deserves. No, yeah. No, yeah. This man is too good for this world. Oh my god. I want him. I need him. I will have your child. Please. Oh my god. This man. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so I have officially finished Out on a Limb by Hannah Bodum Young, and we have an hour and 45 minutes left on the clock. I really enjoyed this book. I had a good time. I was giggling for most of it. I loved their relationship. Beau is literally so cute. Like, the things that he does everything. He's so responsive to what she needs. Oh, it was so good. He just loves her so much. It was so cute. Literally, this is anyone's ideal baby daddy. Like, the way he was just so attentive to her needs was just immaculate. Their banter, their communication, everything. It was just stellar. I loved it. It was really good. And so now, since I only have an hour and 45 minutes left, I think I'm going to continue the Destroy Me novella for the Shadow Me series, because I read the first book and I enjoyed it. I didn't love it necessarily, but I was like, oh, this was fun and short, and I like a dystopian. I'm going to read this, and then I guess I'll be back when the time's up. I'm really starting to struggle. Oh my god. I only have like an hour left. Like I can make it an hour and 6 minutes, right? I am not retaining any information right now. I'm struggling. This is what happens when I wake. Ooh. Yep, this is what happens when I wake up at 5 a.m. to finish this video, and then it just keeps getting pushed back. Yay! Alrighty, friends, we have accomplished 24 hours of reading. I may not have successfully not slept, or I may have not have successfully read for 24 hours straight, but I did in fact read for 24 hours, and that's accomplishment in itself. Maybe one day I will actually be able to stay up for 24 hours, but I value my sleep so much. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. But I didn't get through much of this because I was literally, did I not put a book? Oh, I didn't even put a bookmark in the book. I just closed it. So I actually have no idea where I was in this book. But I read a couple chapters. I didn't read too much because I was actually literally falling asleep sitting here. So, but we did complete 2 books that I've actually been excited to read. One may have been more of a flop than the other, but I will come back at a later time and discuss these and, you know, get my brain back together, because right now I feel like there's nothing going on upstairs. So, with that being said, I'll see you like tomorrow or something, and I will give my final thoughts and ratings on these books. Alrighty, friends, we are back, and it's time to go over the books. So the first book that we read was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I ended up giving this book 3 stars. I didn't love the relationship between Scarlett and Lucas. I feel like it had a really weird setup. How they started the whole thing was very odd and strange, and I don't know, which brings me to another point. The captain of the diving team was such a prevalent part of this book, and I feel like I don't understand why she was such a big part. I mean, I do, because she's like kind of the driving force, but it was just kind of weird how much she's talked about, how much she like intertwined herself into the whole thing. It was just very weird. Didn't necessarily love that. The characters, they were likable, but not relatable. There was nothing about them that I was like, oh my god, I absolutely love them. I don't know. I couldn't relate, so I feel like that has a big impact on how I'm going to feel about the book if I can't relate to any of the characters, because it's not going to hit the same way. And I found that that's definitely the case with this book. Like, their relationship, it wasn't a bad relationship. It was a fine relationship. It was on interesting terms, and they did truly care for each other. It's just, I don't know, it's not how I thought it was going to go. The ending wasn't how I thought it was going to play out. I'm not sure. So overall, I don't know. I didn't have a bad time, but I didn't have that great of a time. So, 3 stars for this guy. And then I picked up Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. and I really, really, really enjoyed this book. I ended up giving it a 4.5 star. I absolutely loved the characters, their relationship, their chemistry, the understanding, the communication that was going on between the two of them was super good. I loved it. Beau is literally perfect baby daddy. Like, he is the ideal baby daddy. I love him so much. He had me giggling and kicking my feet. The banter, the wit. I love that he was like this nerdy guy. It was just so cute. The tension between the two of them was so palpable the entire time. I was like, oh my god, just please just make it work, because holy crap, so good. And then just their relationship altogether, how they felt about this child, all of it was just very heartwarming. And also seeing their fears and all these things about their disabilities and how that will impact them being parents was very interesting, because it's a real thing that people go through, and seeing them like talk each other up and validate each other in the fact that they will be great parents was just so cute. So yeah, loved that. That was really good. And then I read a couple chapters of Destroy Me. Honestly, I didn't read enough and I was half asleep to even really talk about this book, because I don't know. Overall, I had a great time. I will try to do this challenge again, and maybe one day I will be able to read for 24 hours straight. We will see. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like hanging out with me, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.